Alrighty folks, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a superb day. Today we are talking about none other than the Garth Brooks of today's country music, the king of country at the moment, Mr. Luke Combs. He is back with a brand new single, Doin This, that he debuted at the CMA Awards. I specifically avoided talking about it in my CMA video, which you should watch by the way, so that I could give myself the proper time needed to discuss what Luke has been throwing at us. This is the second standalone single we've gotten from Mr. Combs in the last few months, and especially since now it's been over 2 years since What You See Is What You Get, I think it's fair to assume that an album is coming in the foreseeable future. Obviously, in August, we got the track South Anya, which is a theme song for college football on ESPN. If you're curious about my thoughts, here they are. Super boiled down, I think it absolutely slaps as a hype-up track. Being a theme song for football, I don't think it could have achieved the energy and emotion it was going for better. While writing-wise, it can be quite pandering, it's also trying to be. And, it's an ESPN anthem. So let's not go into Shakespearean-level analysis. Although there's one thing I do want to point out before we get to the track we're all here to talk about. I'm not going to be the whistleblower or the snitch or anything. But it is eerily similar to Hillbilly Deluxe by Brooks and Dunn. Again, you didn't hear it from me, just hear it for yourself and you can decide.
Way down where the sun shines hot. Way up in the backwoods down in the holler. Got a little dirt of dust running through our blood. Hillbilly Deluxe, slick pickup trucks.
But anyways, that's enough poking fun. Time to dial in on this new track, new single from Luke Combs that dropped last Friday, Doin This. If you missed it, he debuted it at the CMAs with a surprise performance, and then it was out on streaming platforms immediately after. Obviously, I didn't watch the CMAs as they happened, so I got around to it later that night, and I've given it a few listens since. And overall, the skeleton of my thoughts is the sentiment is really wholesome and heartwarming, but the production has me on the fence. Allow me to expand. Writing-wise, it's easily one of my favorite Luke Combs songs we've gotten in a while. It's all about how, as a musician, he lives for music. Whether it's playing for 80,000 people in a football stadium or 30 people at a bar, music is what he describes as the thing that gets him up in the morning. The track is sort of built around an interview, saying he was asked what he would be doing if he wasn't a megastar in the music world, and the rest of the track is Luke giving a poetic response, saying how, if I wasn't doing this, I'd still be doing this. It just wouldn't look like how it does now. I definitely think the track hits a lot harder emotionally because it's authentic and true. Through college, Luke lived in an apartment above a bar and would play shows at the bar each night, so the whole idea of the song is truly lived, and that genuine passion, I think, comes through in his performance. It's moving, it's contagious, it's incredibly powerful, as all Luke Combs hooks are. I've sort of discussed it on the channel before, how sometimes Luke's music can begin feeling repetitive or recycled, given how each of his songs features an incredibly basic structure with near-identical builds, but it just works on this song. Doin This just fits perfectly into the mold he's created, so even though structurally it's nothing new, it fits properly. And especially paired with the passion that comes through in the performance, I've got no complaints. Where my issue lies is the production. I honestly just don't know where I stand on this one. The track starts with some dusty acoustic picking before slowly adding some big, heavy percussion and a subtly emphatic grand piano. Nothing we've not heard from Luke Combs in the past. It's exactly what you'd expect from a big ballad in general, a dramatic ballad. Slow tempo, heavy drums playing a minimalist rhythm. Once they're introduced, the drums sort of carry the rest of the track. They become the talking point right through to the end of the song. And what I can't figure out is if the instrumental is fittingly smooth and emphatic, or too smooth and too emphatic, because on one end, it matches the power the song is built on, but at the same time, something about it feels distant, as if the instrumental nullifies the authenticity or originality of the content. Luke is a guy who has always and will always go big. Big sells, big choruses, big instrumentals, big sounds, but as I've said in the past, I think it would really do him well to mix it up and add some more color. Throw a curveball, just look at Even Though I'm Leaving, and that was a smash. But at the same exact time, I'm stuck also loving the song. Despite how formulaic it is, and despite the fact it feels like I've heard this song a million times, something about doing this just feels so correct, so right. I don't know, I'm just so mixed. He also put out a really touching music video that was dedicated to a lifelong friend of his that has been there through the beginning, showing clips of them playing their guitars in Luke's apartment, and then it ends with Luke bringing his buddy out in the big football stadium for the show, blah blah blah. Really cool video. I encourage you to check it out. But as for the song, I'm just so so mixed, but I think on the whole I'm definitely feeling good about it. Please do let me know in the comments what you thought of this new song. I'm getting excited seeing as an album cycle is most likely in its early stages. Like him or not, there's always something cool about when a generational artist drops an album. Even if Luke isn't my favorite musician in the world, the thought of him announcing and releasing an album just gets me excited. If you enjoyed, be sure to drop a like. If you're new, maybe consider subscribing for more country music content. And yeah, until next time, have a phenomenal day.